Oh, Salisbury steak gets me every time. Hey there, I'm Lucy, and this is my lunchroom. But don't call me a lunch lady. I'm a cafeteria cuisine specialist. I'm the one who divvies up all the nutritious and tasty goodness nice and hot to 650 middle schoolers Monday through Friday. And when that school bell rings, the lunchroom is the place to be, especially if you want to learn a lot about friendship. Friendship is using your words and actions to show others you care. And I see all kinds of friends here. Why, just yesterday, I saw Nadine Robertson give up her place in line to Monica Fortner. Oh, and I saw Mike Weatherby share his lime-flavored gelatin with Stan Elway. And I know for a fact, Mike Weatherby loves his lime-flavored gelatin. All I'm saying is, if there's an active friendship happening in this lunchroom, I see it. And you know what? Every good friendship I see has one thing in common, just one word, 4 little letters. This one word makes every friendship better. It's the gravy to every mashed potato, the taco to every Tuesday, the ketchup to every fish stick. You know the word I mean. Oh, there's the bell. Gotta get to work. In today's story, you'll hear about one friend who has to go to great lengths to protect another. He didn't more than share his gelatin, I can tell you that. Woo, okay, everybody slow down, slow down. Hey, it's Salisbury steak day. Nice, hot and fresh as usual. Who's ready? Who's ready? Here we go.
The Bible isn't just a book of random stories. It's 66 different books that come together to tell one story. An incredible one. About God's love for us. And now for an amazing story. Inspired by the book of 1 Samuel. Chapter 20.
David and Jonathan were best friends. David had come to live with and serve Jonathan's father, King Saul, and ever since then, David and Jonathan were inseparable. Jonathan loved David as he loved himself.
I promise that I will always be your friend. Here, I want you to have this.
Jonathan removed his princely robe and offered it to David.
Your royal robe? Are you sure? What's mine is yours, friend.
Jonathan also gave David his military clothes, his sword, his bow, and his belt.
I'm very grateful, Jonathan, but I don't think I can carry anymore.
But as much as Jonathan loved David, Jonathan's father, King Saul, despised David that much more. Not long before, David had won a great victory for the Israelites. He had defeated the Philistine giant Goliath with nothing more than a sling and one small stone. So the story of David's bravery had brought him great fame, and it made King Saul burn with jealousy.
So he killed one giant? I could have done that if I'd wanted to. I was just busy with kingly things.
People sang of David's glory in the streets.
Saul has killed thousands of men. David has killed tens of thousands.
I love that song.
Which made King Saul even angrier.
This is an outrage. He's turning the people against me. Next, David will be trying to take my kingdom from me. Unless...
The next day, while David was playing his harp for the king, Saul took matters into his own hands.
Were you trying to hit me?
King Saul had thrown his spear across the room at David.
I'll pin you to the wall.
I don't understand what's happening.
But despite his best efforts, King Saul failed to harm David.
Oh, drat.
After King Saul tried to kill David again, David took his plea to his best friend Jonathan.
What have I done? Why is your dad trying to kill me? Trying to kill you? No way. He'd never do something like that. I'd know about it. He threw a spear at me. Probably a misunderstanding. Listen, your father knows we're friends. If he wanted me dead, the last person he's gonna tell is you. He's trying to kill me, Jonathan. I'm sure of it.
Jonathan could see the fear in David's eyes and knew that David truly believed he was in danger.
Okay, just tell me what you want me to do.
David came up with the plan to find out once and for all if the king was out to get him.
Tomorrow we celebrate the new moon by having a feast, and I'm supposed to join the king for dinner, but I won't be there. Instead, I'll hide in the field. Tell the king that you gave me permission to go home and be with my family. If he's okay with it, I'm safe. If he gets angry, then you'll know that he really wants to hurt me. You promised to be my friend. Please keep me safe from your father. I'll find out if my father's planning anything. Then I'll get word to you somehow. How? There's a stone out there in the field. Do you see it? Yes? Hide there. I'll shoot 3 arrows on one side of the stone. I'll send a boy to find them. If I shoot the arrows to the side of the boy, you're safe. If they're far beyond him, well, then you should go. The Lord is sending you away.
So David hid in the field and waited for the signal. On the second day of the new moon feast, King Saul asked why David wasn't there.
Where's David? He wasn't here yesterday and he's not here today either.
Oh, I said he could go to his hometown to be with his family. I hope that's okay.
You what? I knew you were on his side. You should be ashamed of yourself. Don't you understand that you'll never be king as long as David is alive? He must die.
But why? What has he done?
Ah!
Are you trying to hit me?
The next morning, Jonathan knew what he had to do.
You there, boy. Come to the field with me. I'm going to practice with my bow and arrow. Yes, sir.
The boy took his place out in the field. Jonathan raised his bow, aimed, and shot. The arrow landed well beyond the boy. From his hiding place in the field, David heard Jonathan's call.
The arrow went beyond you. Go and get it. Hurry. Run fast, and don't stop.
After the boy had fetched the arrow, Jonathan gave him his bow and sent him on his way. David got up from his hiding place, and the two friends approached each other. David bowed down to Jonathan 3 times, his head low to the ground, and then they embraced, crying.
Go in peace, dear friend, and promise me you'll be kind to me as long as I live, and never stop being kind to my family. I promise that I will always be your friend.
Then David left, fleeing from the enraged King Saul. One day David himself would be king, and he would never forget the promise he made to his best friend.
Love. Love. That's what every good friendship needs. Now, I'm not talking about the mushy-gushy, passing notes in the hall, do you like me, check yes or no kind of love. I'm talking about a love that's more than a feeling. I mean, think of how Jonathan showed his love for David. He stood up for him and tried to protect him from his angry father. Love is an action. It's hanging out with a friend when they're feeling lonely. It's helping a friend with their chores or their homework. It's taking the time to listen when your friend wants to talk. And yes, sometimes love is sharing your lime-flavored gelatin. Jesus himself knew how important it was for friends to love. In the book of John, chapter 13, verse 34, Jesus said, I give you a new command. Love one another. You must love one another just as I have loved you. Jesus loves us a whole lot, so we have got some work to do. The one thing to remember today is this. Friends love one another. Friends go together like peas and carrots, like French fries and corn dogs, like ham and pineapple. Trust me, I know these things. I'm a cafeteria cuisine specialist. I'd better get back to cleaning up. I gotta get us ready for tomorrow. We're having meatloaf. So, big day. I'll see you in line. Bye, friends.